We've jumped into a trade, a sell trade. It's a Monday morning. There has been some activity in the nights, which is bad for a lot of people. Wait there, what we've done here, this tick profit has to be moved. And let's move this thing, make it a bit clearer for you so you can see what's happening. Right, we've got a sell signal and it seems to be coming down. What we are targeting today, that's what we're trying to get to, this 200-day moving average. That's where we're trying to get to. Yeah, our stop loss is around here. Our mental stop is around here. Our hard stop, this area here. And you see how it's just moving straight away. It's just moved against us because it seems to have taken out these lows in this area. This is what it was after. It was a bit difficult for us to find out where the money is here. It was a bit difficult because the money was quite close. So the money seems to have been in this area here and this area here. These are the two places where the money's at. And we're actually expecting or hoping for the money to come down a bit to this area here. Like I said, if we can get down to here, that's fantastic. The only problem we got with today's trade is that the candle that we came in on, this one here, this long dark red candle, is quite long. So because it's quite long, it's taking up a fair bit of the money. 18 points to the 200 moving average. Maybe it could go to it and bounce off that 200-day moving average. Not too sure at the moment. We just have to just play it by ear and see what we can get up to, because like I said, the stops in the area are very close at the moment. As you can see, these stops here, look, they're very close to our entry point, and they are actually literally are at our entry point. So there's stops here which they've got already almost. So it's one of those it's one of those ones today. What we're trying to achieve today is we're hoping that they try and fill in the gap. If you look here, this happened last night in the night. There is a massive gap here which needs to be filled. Look, see this gap here? It gapped up, went up a bit, and then it came straight back down. And that's where we are at the moment. So maybe if it tries to fill in this gap is around, yeah, it's about that much. That's the gap they're trying to fill. Hopefully they can fill it in this session here. If they're trying to fill that gap, that's fair enough. We look at the hourly chart, you will see that here there might be some money, and maybe people have put some stop orders here and expecting it to buy, so they put buy orders around here. And also in this area just underneath here there might be some cash, but not that much, because it's not really that easy to tell right now because of the gap. Because it gapped up, we're expecting this gap to be filled. Really, that's all. We're expecting the gap to be filled because it's gone for the money. It's taken the money it wanted to take. It has taken it. It's taken that money. If you look at the spike, this spike here, massive spike, where this red line is where they were targeting. They were targeting stop orders in this area. We look to the left here, you can see this spike here. This is the people they were targeting. They were happily minding their own business, waiting for the price to sell. It sold off beautifully and they were in the money. And then over the weekend, they got this massive spike from this guy here. That spike there has taken out these guys here. Now they're out of business. Everyone's out of business. Even the people that have put buy orders for when the money goes up to a certain price, the price came down immediately. So no one's in the money right now. No one. I don't see much money here. There is money, but there isn't. the money that it was going for, the immediate money, it seems to have taken. There's still a little bit here, but not much. The price is reversed on us. Hopefully it will reject these moving averages in this area here. If it rejects these like it's doing, then we're okay for the time being. But there's not much money here unless it goes for the bigger money, which is down in this area here. There's bigger money in this area here because of the stop losses on the left hand side, and there's some money, I suppose there's not, I don't know. It's just, I can see it bouncing off this moving day average, but that's about it. I can't really see much today. And the gap, that's it. They're filling in the gap, and that's about it. But there's no real money in filling gaps unless there's money on either side of it. So look, it's going closer to our stop, very close, with a strong bullish candle, which is not a good thing. It's not a good idea. It don't look nice. And like I said, it's taking the money, so I can't see what we're doing unless it rejects that area and comes down. But where's it going? Where is it going? Unless it's going to those boys on the left here. If it's going to these guys here, if it's going for these guys here, fair enough. But I'm not sure whether these people would have anticipated a buy from here. I'm not sure about that. I took a sell, but I didn't like it in the first place, and it's kind of just done nothing. And like I said, where is it going? Where is the money going? What is it trying to get? The money it's trying to get is already got. So why are we there? Yeah, I'm coming out of this market straight. I didn't like it. If we get a buy signal, then that would be good. So the price can go to this spike. It can actually come to this spike, which is about 60 points from where we are, but we need to get a signal. If we do get a signal, that's a good thing. The reason why I'm saying that is because it's just gave us a sell signal and it didn't work. Initially it didn't work. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we had a tight stop loss on there, so we came out, because it still can come down from there. It still can come down and target these guys on the left here. See these guys down here? It might be targeting these guys here. It's possible. So we just have to just see how far we can get from it, see what we can get. But I'm hoping that we get a buy signal now, and then price goes up. We take that buy signal, and these guys here are targeted. These guys. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm anticipating. That's what I would like. At least we know what's going on, because earlier it was a bit confusing because they gave us a sell signal, but the people that they were targeting got taken out with that sell signal. So there was really no money in the market. It confused me a bit. I didn't know where to put the stop. I didn't know where we were going. I just didn't know. This one's a bit more normal, if you want to use the word normal. It's a bit more normal to target these guys on the left. If we can target these guys, that's great. But we need to get a buy signal pretty soon, and we really want the buy signal to be above this area here, because it appears that it's ranging at the moment as well. So if it can break out of this little area here, give us a buy signal, then we can take the buy signal, maybe get a few points out of it. Looking at that hourly chart, the problem we have is that a lot of the money has been taken out of the market already. They came with a huge gap. See this gap? This gap here? They came in with a massive gap, right? That gap subsequently went up further. Massive spike. See that price spike? That price spike has saddened a lot of people this week. All this money here, gone. These two were gone because of the spike, and those areas, there was a lot of money waiting around, but they're out of the game at the moment because of this price heist. Look at this. why did the price go all the way up there and then just come right back down? So that means that all the people that had buy orders for if the price reaches above this area, they will go in. They've come straight back out, and their stops have been taken too, because the price went up and it went straight back down. So even the people that place buy orders, they're out of the game as well. They're in limbo at the moment. Stops have either been taken or they're just in negative territory at the moment. Let's see what's going on in the 5-minute chart. See, this is a problem because we came out of this market already, but it seems like it's going to be going down. It seems like it's going to go down, but like I said, it's probably ranging today. I don't know. There's no money here. The money's been taken. The money's gone. There was money in this area here, but it's gone. This money's gone. There's a bit more money here, just a little bit. That money, maybe that after that, maybe I should have stuck in a bit. I should have stayed in the market, but we had a tight stop. If we had a tight stop, that's that. Respect it and just move on. You don't win them all. See, this is the bit I don't like. We're getting the movement, but we haven't got a signal. We're getting movement, but no signal. It's terrible. I don't like it. I really have the urge to go in right now, but I have to respect the fact there's no signal. If there's no signal, the only signal we've got right now is a sell signal. So we just have to just wait to see what happens. Right, I can see a signal emerging, but is this going to be a good one? Is out of the zone, is out of this area which we were concerned about. It's a signal, dark blue one. This is one we wanted, a buy signal. There's enough space to make a profit. Our mental stop can be in this area here. 17, 18 point stop loss. Our hard stop can be here, underneath this area here. 40 points. Right, we've taken the buy. We've taken it. Let's see if we can get somewhere with this. As I said, our mental stop is here. Our target area around this area. Our hard take profit in this area here. And our hard stop is going to be just below this area here. There's 2 trades out. That's what we've taken, 2 trades. Let's see if it's going to work. What's thrown me off today is the gaps. The gaps in the market has thrown me. When I say gaps, I mean these gaps here, look. You can see this gap. There's a massive gap here. In the evening, last night, popped up and took it all the way up to here with a massive candle. Sellers who anticipated a sell, they got spiked out. So now it's almost like their job's already been done. They've made a lot of money already this Monday. So the money is not clear. But we've got a small, when I say a small buy signal, that buy signal is tiny. That's the only concern I've got at the moment. This is a very tiny buy signal. Well, let's see how it goes anyway. It's a small signal, but it's a signal nevertheless. So let's just see. That's all we can do. That's all we do here. We get signals and we take them. We don't hesitate. We don't murmur. And if they're wrong, we just follow the money. That's what we do. Just looking at our buy signal on a normal chart. Here is our buy signal. This one here. That's our buy signal. I like that because it looks like nothing. It don't look like anything. There's no indication that that's a buy signal, and that's brilliant. So if that buy signal works, it's perfect. It's perfect. So let's hope it is a good one and get some money out of this market today. Unless it rejects this area here and continues back up, then that's fine. But right now I cannot tell what's going to do because it's just hovering underneath the 9-day moving average. So we need it to go a bit above that and then just continues its ascent. The only saving grace is that it has rejected a moving day average. Well, it looks like it has at the moment. So if we look at this chart here, you can see it's rejected a moving day average here. Look, that's been rejected at the moment, but we just have to wait and see whether it's true, because it is below the 9-day moving average there. So it's rejected it on both sides. Right, we're getting some movement finally. A lot of negative territory we were in, but we're getting some decent movement, which is on our side of the market, which is good. Now, will it reach that area which we're anticipating? Will it go to our area? Up here. This is the area we were looking for it to go into. That's where we want it to be. Let's see how far it can get. 77% spent on the candle. We just need it to continue doing what it's doing. Got a bit of a problem here, which I didn't see at first, is that if you look where the price is at the moment, if you look left here, there's a possibility there's a lot of stops here already, anticipating it to go down to fill this gap. Do you see this gap here? This gap here needs to be filled, and the gap fillers have seen it, and maybe that's what they've been targeting. So the people who have got their stops up here are gap fillers. So they look like they want to follow the market down. They've seen an opportunity either to come in on this long candle here. They're probably coming in this area, or they put their stops here and they're coming down and waiting, and then they're coming down here and they were waiting for it to go down further to fill the actual gap completely. There is a possibility that there's some stops in this area here, like I said here. So if there is, we could run into traffic. Hopefully there's more money up in the top here, in this area here, in our region, the region that we want to get to. Hopefully there's more money and they want that money. So only time will tell. You see the price is here at the moment, but there's going to be some stops up in this area. This area we are trying to get to. That's the next area we're trying to get to. Let's see how close it gets to it. Yep, this is doing really well. This is doing good. It's coming up now. We got some good movement on the bullish area. Look at this bullish trend. It's good. This is what we want to see. This is what we need. Not too far from our area. Not too far from our area at all. But we have to be very cautious in this area because the price can switch at any time. So I'm just keeping an eye on it. Rejecting the prices below. Got that nice rejection here. A nice bullish trend here. Started with this nice large candle. A few sellers are in the game, but they've been overwrought by buyers. Not too many wicks. And if they do come, if the wicks do come, there's a wick there, wick here, wick here. If they do come, the price is taken over. As you can see, there's a new price here. There's a new high. So each time a wick comes, prices go higher. So that's good for us. If I look to the left, you can see that this area here, this area which we're talking about, just above this long candle, it's reached that area. So there could be a lot of stops here. I'm not sure how many people have anticipated the price going down here and have sold from this area and put their stop losses here. I'm not sure how many there are. So the price might change in this area. It's possible. Or it might continue upwards and go into this area here. This is where we anticipated at first, this area. So we have to keep an eye on it. It's not an easy one. The exit strategy is never that easy. So is remaining about a few points is remaining. I'm just speculating that it will go up a bit further. It's 98% spent on this candle. Just going to check the next candle to see what happens. If it goes up nicely, then fair. But if it starts messing around, then we're just going to jump out. We are in a good position at the moment. It's done pretty much what we wanted it to do. It's kind of slowing down a bit. We are getting higher highs, but it's slowing down a bit. And just what we just saw just there on the left, it's reached a place where there are a lot of vulnerable stops. So we don't know whether that's where it wants to stop or not, because it can switch back, sell off, come back for our stops, and then go back up. So we just have to monitor it. These 2 or 3 candles, we've got to be careful with them. And like I said before, I'm not a magician. This box that I've drawn, it's just a rough estimate. It might be a bit lower. The box might come down to here. We might be in the box at the moment. I cannot be too sure. All I know is that we just have to take it by what we see and how we have analyzed the market. This is how we should see it. But it's looking good at the moment, and we're just ready for anything at the moment. We're ready to jump out any minute now. Just dependent on these candles here, see what they can do. I'm going to take one of them out. Close this one. We've got one closed. I'm looking to close the next one. I like it. I like it. Yes, we're out. That's good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. That's a good trade. I'm happy. Well done. Well done. All right, that was a good trade. Now, let's just look at what happened and why we actually done that. I'm just going to analyze this trade for you. Now, as you know, we went for a sell. The first initial thing we done was we got a sell signal here, and we took a sell signal from that signal. But it just didn't go as we wanted it to go. It reversed, gave us a massive bullish candle, and then we came out of that pretty quickly. Now, we then received a small, tiny signal. Look at that signal. It's tiny. That's the kind of signals I like. That one's a bit small, but I like signals where the candle just looks like a candle. It doesn't look like anything special. They're the really good signals. They're secret. You cannot see them on any other charts. So we received that signal. It went against us almost immediately, but because it was a bullish signal, we stuck into it. And then it gave us another signal, but it was too late for everyone else. They've lost that because we've already got in. Then we're in and we've taken our money. We've taken our money already. Now, the reason why I said we took the money is because if you look to the left here, this candle here is very large, but it came after this gap. This gap here. This gap was formed. Everyone saw the gap. They saw a gap. It gapped up, and gaps must be filled. But the gap must be filled myth doesn't tell you when the gap must be filled. And this is the problem. People think that the gap must be filled immediately, and that's not always the case. So people have seen this gap, and then they saw the pricing coming down. They saw this coming down. So they said, you know what? Let's go for it. It looks like it's going to fill the gap. Let's go in. So they've put their stops in this area here, and maybe here above this candle here, and maybe in this area here. So there's a few places where they put their stops. Now they've anticipated that the gap's going to get filled. It didn't get filled. It didn't get filled. Look, it just kept going. It's going this way. Look, it went sideways, and then it went back up. So this is the reason I believe that they are targeting this area, this zone, because they want this here. They want all the stops here, all the stops here, all the stops here. And this is why I believe the price is still going to go up. But we've done what we've had to do, and we're happy with the outcome we've come, because it's a positive day. We lost a trade at the beginning and we gained a trade now. So this is what happens in trading sometimes. You can't lose your cool. You've got to just follow the signals and take that. So I'm just expecting the price to go up to this price up here. We're expecting it to get into this zone, right? And then it might come back down and fill the gap. It might fill this gap down here. It might. I do not know. I cannot tell you, but I can tell you that a lot of people have been taking out this market today. A lot. There was speculation under here, which if you look, they're still in the game at the moment. Most of them are still in the game. These people up in the top hand, this top area, they're still in the game at the moment. These people that put their stops here, they're out of the game. These people here, they're just about out of the game as well. So we just have to just wait and see. But we're out of the game. We've got our profit today. The profits come. It didn't look like it was going to come because it looked like we'd done a bad trade, but it came. And to be quite honest, the analysis on the first trade was a bit choppy. I was not happy with it because we said that the price will, after this candle comes in, the price is going to go down, but we didn't have a firm place where the price is going to go down. We targeted the 200-day moving average. There's no money there. We targeted this area here. There's no money there. The money's already been taken. Then we said, let's go for this money down here, this area. There's kind of money there, but that's all there is. It's just this area here. That's all that we could actually see. In all of that talk is only here that there's a possibility to get money there. But I just wasn't sure. It just was not. It didn't seem right. It didn't seem right. It didn't seem like where, if it is that, where, it just didn't seem right. It was okay, but it didn't seem right. But the second one, this buying, the story is way better. They're just targeting gap fillers. It's quite simple. Wait for the people to accumulate. Let them anticipate that this gap is going to be filled. This gap here. Let them believe that this gap's going to get filled. They put their money in. Here. 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 They put their money in those places. Wait for them to believe that the money's going in. Let it go in a bit. Look, it goes in a bit. So they've got a bit of confidence that it's going, the market's going to get filled, and then switch on them and take their stops. That sounds way more something which they would do than fill the gap. Because the people that have anticipated that the gap's going to get filled, there's a lot of them. There's so many of them. So there's just too much money up there to just give it away. So that's what our analysis was today. It seemed to have worked out on the second one, which is good. And we're in the plus at the moment. We can stop today. We don't need to trade again today. We're good. It seems like it was a good thing for us to come out when we did, because look, it didn't even reach that zone. So maybe the zone was not exact as we said. Like I said, no one's a magician here. We're just estimating. So good trade overall. Well done. Okay, guys, rate, comment and subscribe. Until next time.